Hey YouTube, we just got back from Huntsville today, and we went down there to pick up these new goat shelters. You can kind of see them in the back window. They're called Porta Huts. They're pretty sweet. It's what Courtney's been wanting the entire time that we've had goats, but they're kind of expensive for what they are. But we just happened to find this lady on Craigslist that was getting rid of some of them, and they were way cheaper than new, and they're in really good condition, so we just went ahead and bought them. And it was about a 2.5 hour drive down there from where we're at, but I think it was worth it. Keep these goats out of the rain. I'll probably set them up on blocks when it's summertime, and that way they can get a breeze through the bottom of them, and it'll still keep them out of the rain. So yeah, I'm about to unload them and see what they look like out there. Alright, we got the porta shelters out of the back of the truck. They're in good shape. I like them. They're pretty cool. These guys right here, I think they're 7 feet long and 4.5 feet wide, and I think almost 4 feet tall. They're gonna do great for the goats, I think. So that means we got to get rid of this crappy fiberglass one that was broken. And I guess I shouldn't say crappy. They served us well for a while. We had some huge ones that we got rid of when we were selling the house, but then we haven't had anything since. So the goats have just been sleeping in and on this giant crappy doghouse that I made when we had field dogs. It was good. It gave them a place to get out of the storm, and they like to lay on top of it and just hang out. And they could get like a good vantage point for all of their property they needed to guard. But since we've had these fat goats walking around on it, it's collapsed, it's been out in the rain, and now it's just kind of more of a hazard than anything, with screws sticking out and Goody's pregnant, so we don't need anything happening to that, because she's full blood, mated with another full blood, so she's gonna have full blood kids. And if you guys are into goats, then you know that full bloods are spendy. So I'm probably gonna just hook a strap around this and try and tow it to the burn pit. Just yank it over to the burn pit with my truck and see what happens. I'm sure it's gonna fall apart, and I'm gonna wind up doing it in pieces, but we'll see. that honestly worked way better than I thought it was going to. There's a little bit of crap left over here, but it's not that bad. Here comes Cherry and Winchester. About to try to light this fire up, but everything's pretty damp, so I don't know if it's gonna light. We'll see. All right, we'll just let that burn down. It's all pretty wet, so it probably won't burn that well. But I'm gonna put these cattle panels around it so the cows and goats don't mess with it. Here she comes right now, already. Get out of here. Get, that's not for you. She's so curious. Curiosity killed the cow. That's what I always say. But yeah, I could have burned this thing down where it sat, but there's screws and stuff in it, and this is where I've been burning stuff for like 2 years, and there's already screws and stuff in the ground, and I'll come out here and collect them up once in a while, but I just don't want places where there's screws in the ground all over the pasture. It's just a recipe for disaster, and we keep up with these goats' hooves and stuff every couple months so we can see if anything's going on, if they stepped on something, but so far so good, no nothing. But yeah, we'll shut this down. Actually, let's go get a little look at these porta shelters, porta huts. Porta hut, that's what it is. I can't remember where the company's out of, but I don't believe they have any standalone stores, like porta hut stores. I think they sell everything through third party. Like I know Ace Hardware down here is a porta hut dealer, but I think these are gonna work really well. They're pretty cool. They're really sturdy. The lady who we bought them from said her goats used to jump on them, and you can kind of see that as they're dented up a little bit, but that's it right there. Porta hut shelters. Obviously not sponsored by them or anything. I got these used, but I still think it's a good product. So I'll give them a little spot on here. They're pretty much perfect size for goats, small animals. Like if you have a bunch of dogs, it'd probably be really good. Yeah, I just think it's like part of it is wanting to look professional when people come buy goats from you, I guess. And when I go buy goats from other people, we deal in, you know, not crappy like livestock, what is that called, like the like auction goats, I guess. We have full bloods, and they're expensive, you know. I think we bought this brown spotted one goodie for like $1,200 or something. So it just seems important to me when I go somewhere and I'm gonna buy it, what I feel like is an expensive goat. I don't want to go someplace where it looks like, you know, it's a dump and everything is makeshift. And not saying that you can't raise good goats in a situation like that. It just I don't know, it just doesn't look good to me. That's solely my opinion. If I go someplace to buy some high dollar goats and their operation looks really good and they have good equipment and everything, then you can kind of tell that you know, it just puts off the look that they take really good care of their animals. They don't just leave them out there with all this goofy wood stuff like I had, this burning dog and goat shelter in the background. So yeah, part of it is needing better goat shelters, but part of it is also needing to clean up the look of our operation here. And yeah, I think that will do it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.